We're now entering the final, last few days of the holiday season. And it's very fascinating that at the end, you would imagine that we should be able to have a perspective about ourselves, that we're like angels, which is Yom Kippur. Maybe that we're so super special that we can walk into God's tent, like the beginning of Sukkot. And instead, we've been through the Sukkot holiday, and we get the sort of the opposite message. That, you know what, number one, the final part of the Hoshanas, I let go tomorrow. I'll let go of my lulav, my esrog, and my hadassim, which are all perceived as that which has some value. And what am I going to pick up? The arava, which has no tom, has no taste, and has no tom, and has no taste, and has no learning at all. No tom bereach, has no taste, and has no smell. Meaning, symbolizing, as the Medrash tells us, the weakest amongst the Jewish people. Why is that the message as we leave? We talked about in the beginning of the holiday, understanding how important it is to be able to put into proper focus the temporariness of the world we live in. It's not the permanent place. Our permanence is the world to come, the time of Mashiach. Now it's a temporary assessment. And then we have, at the end of the holiday, that's what we've been saying, then we have Koheles, that this whole world is Hevel Avolim. Why are you leaving us with these ideas that the world is futile? The person we are dependent upon is the person who's the weakest amongst the Jewish people. How is that supposed to inspire our future? So I'd like to answer by, there's an expression in the secular world that it's important to take the time to smell the roses. Life sometimes forces you, pushes you, gives you so many different responsibilities, you have no time to realize and see the bigger picture of how beautiful the world is and how intricate a rose is and how the smell is so special. No time to smell the roses. I believe the holiday of Shmini Atzeres, which is going to follow Hoshana Rabbah, after the day that we cried out to Hashem to save us, the day of great salvation, the day where the smallest, the least important Jew is reminiscent or represents the desire and need we have for Hashem. And what is Hashem's response to that? What's Hashem's response when we acknowledge that we need Him more than we need anything else? His response is, you know what? I don't want you to leave. Stay with me an extra day. We do no mitzvahs. It should be a time of nothing else except for smell the roses. Be able to appreciate what it is to be in God's presence. Those of us who have a very loving and caring relationship with our parents know that spending time with a parent is not necessarily when the parent gives us anything or gives us brilliant advice. It's just being able to exist with a parent gives us a feeling of value and gives us a sense of recentering our lives. I believe Shmini Atzeres is the time to smell the roses so that you can prioritize. Now we have a winter in front of us. We have to make the decision of where we're going. What's our life going to be like? And we have to spend the time, just like night is before day, because night is the time to plan what you're going to do during the day. The winter is before the season of Pesach, where we once again come in contact with the choice of the Jewish people. We have to plan, who are we? What are we? And we have to figure out how to appreciate that we're in the presence of our Creator. We're in the environment of the roses. And that's what I believe Koheles is about. Koheles is not about to another message of the temporariness of the world. No. Koheles is to be able to help us to choose what should be on our list of items of what's important and what's not important. How are we going to make those decisions of what we're going to do in the upcoming year? Koheles is to remind us that chasing wealth, chasing honor, all of those ideas don't produce the results we imagine. We have to figure out what will give us the sense of appreciation, of awareness of what we, as those people who are lucky enough to bask in God's presence, be able to create a healthier and a better relationship with our Creator. I wish everybody wherever you are and wherever you can come to shul, we're going to have Simchas Torah. We're going to be able to spend the time with no mitzvahs except for singing and talking and appreciating the fact that we are God's chosen people, and we are going to take advantage of that and create the right environment that we can plan for our future year.